Welcome to our Wednesday Bible study coming from Macedonia Baptist Church in Monroe, North Carolina. And today we're going to be talking about communication skills and relationships. Whenever I've conducted couples counseling in the past, we always started talking about communication because many times when there are problems in a relationship between two or more people, the communication skills are lacking. So we would always try to talk about that first, and of course we were able to see how well each person was in their communication skills, and we made efforts to try to get them to talk to each other. And sometimes they would say things for the first time in the session because they just have been holding back in some areas of their conversation. So there are just a few things we want to think about. But first of all, James 1:19 says, "So then, my beloved brethren, let 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 every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath." And that's always a good idea, good advice. And we need to be good hearers, and we need to listen before we speak and possibly become angry or upset. So the first thing we want to look at is start with your heart. When you're communicating, you want to share what's in your heart. You don't want to hide things that you're feeling. Hopefully everything that you're feeling is positive, but if there are negative things, then of course you need to talk about those issues also. And just always be open uh, when it comes to your heart. But this has to do with your your goals in life. Uh, it has to do with your culture, the culture that you came from, the family you came from. Because many times when uh, people come together in a relationship, they are coming from two different families, and sometimes those differences are very stark. And so when you just start with your heart, those things can come out. And use gracious words. Don't be mean in your communication. Don't be accusing, but gracious words, words that carry a positive tone, uh, and it's just very important. And of course, strive for peace. You know, if you get into an argument, you're not going to communicate very well because all these defense mechanisms are going to go up. So you want to strive for peace. You want to talk about things that may be controversial, but uh, do it in a peaceful way, and it will come out. The information will come out, and you can talk about it and not have an argument. Tell the truth in love. Now, some people say truth hurts, and if the truth um, might bring up some emotions or some fears or anything that's negative, uh, it is important to tell the truth in love. If, for example, you want to point out something, you want to come from a standpoint of love and not with a heart of trying to get back at the person or even to prove a point. Tell the truth in love. Be gentle and patient. And this is very important. Just goes along with the other points. To have a gentle manner about yourself. And sometimes we get impatient when we're listening to someone else. We want them to stop talking so we can talk, and you need to be patient and polite and listen. Listening is very important in communication. And focus on the interest of others. Don't just dwell on the interest that you like, but talk about the interest that they like. And that way you're including them, and this inclusion will help them to be more at ease and not having the idea that you're just trying to get your own way. And listen well, as we've already said. Most people, when they're having a conversation with one or more persons, it's natural for each person to try to get said what they want to say, and they can be listening to a person and at the same time be thinking about what they're going to say next. That's not good listening practices. When you listen, you need to just do that. Is listen, and you'll have time to reply. You'll have time to put together your reply. But keep eye contact and just be a good listener. And finally, watch your body language. This is important because people indirectly read your body language. If you're acting like, well, this is not important, or I really want to be doing something else, and your body language is showing that, and this can be detrimental with communication. You want to lean forward, listen well, and be involved in the conversation. And having the right body language is very important because they can read that. So these are just a few points that I wanted to bring out today in communication and relationships, and I'll be praying that you'll keep those good communication lines open.